All right, let's try this out. Hopefully I got some music going. Look at that. Just realized I can't see my chat around my camera thing here. No, it's knocked my computer over. Cool. All right, let's try that. All right. Oh, hey. What is up, my sister? Literally. Can you hear music playing? Is it actually playing? I'm having trouble with music. Sometimes plays, sometimes doesn't. And if there is music playing, is it too low or too loud? That's the other question. Sweet. So, okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to be playing Jeopardy here. However, it's not currently working to where if you type the answer through Facebook chat, it won't actually count it as an answer. The only way to actually be able to play is to go to twitch.tv/freakzombie. You can actually come there and play. I'm going to put that as a chat message. So it'll come up with questions, but when you type them in, it just won't show up for you. You won't be able to actually answer questions, but that's something I'm possibly going to work on. I may just end up not streaming to Facebook or YouTube, which I'm doing Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. So, and anyone joining, I made this, so it's probably not going to work right. It's probably broken, and it probably will have errors here and there, and I might debug that, as we go. So let's go ahead and get it started. I'm going to start us off with 20 questions. So this is just going to go right into it. So this is before and after. Orbiting Buckeye Senator with a fatal attraction for Michael Douglas. Now the fun thing here is I have the answers. I have the answers right in front of me. But you don't. So this is in the form of a kind of like what Wheel of Fortune does before and after. So it's two answers with a common bond between them. So there was a an astronaut, an orbiting Buckeye senator, so an astronaut from Ohio, and someone who was in the movie with Michael Douglas. Honestly, I don't expect anyone to get this one. This one's kind of weird. Music's a little high on my end. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. There we go. And there's a little bit of a delay too, so I have it kind of set up so that the delay is hopefully going to be you have a long enough time to be able to answer. The answer was John Glenn Close. So John Glenn, the astronaut, Glenn Close, the actress in Fatal Attraction. Like I said, I didn't expect anyone to actually get that one. I wouldn't have known that one if I didn't see the answer. Okay, another before and after. Ointment for an arthritic but festive city of light. Now, Jess, you should know the city of light part of the answer. That's part of the answer, but there's more to it. Remember, it's before and after, so it's something, the name of an ointment, and then Paris. That's a good guess. Oh, interesting. It actually... It was... Ben Gay was the ointment, and Paris... I don't know. This question was from 1999, so maybe it made sense at that point. I don't know. So it actually will let you guess, but it will give the credit to the bot, the Restream bot, if you get it right. I don't like this category, before and after. This character, Mike Cluck, the 11 herbs and spices are falling, the 11 herbs and spices are falling. And I realize I need to mix it up, so hey, there you go. See, that gave you credit for it, but you were missing. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken Little. This category is going to give my algorithm here a run for its money to try to figure out like how to judge that, whether it was a good answer or not. Okay, the lead singer of the Miracles, who was stranded on a desert island. Wow, this is from 1998. So this is an old question. And it looks like my internet connection is dropping out. Great. Are we back? It went from green to red. So a lot of that time was probably with the stream down. Great. This one I would never get. I don't expect anyone to be able to get it, honestly. Smokey Robinson Crusoe. You get the before and after thing now? It's a little weird, I know. Okay, we're on a different category now. Familiar phrases. From Casey at the Bat, when there's a letdown or disappointment, there's no joy in this place. Wow. It seems to have picked all the bad answers, or all the bad questions this time around. Oh, shoot. And my camera's falling. For no good reason. Aimed a little too far that way now. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, and that alert didn't come up. Let me test it. There we go. That came up while I was preparing, so I didn't see it. Yes, there is no joy in prison. Mudville is the answer. I'm assuming this is a familiar phrases. Familiar to who? I think it was a baseball thing. Dad would have gotten that possibly. Okay. I need to mix this up so it doesn't give us the same category every time. Familiar phrases again, meaning a greater return for your investment. It reportedly came from military expenditures in the 1950s. Now, I feel like this one is one that when you see the answer, you're going to say, I know the phrase, but I didn't know that's where it came from, so. And it sounds like a phrase from the 50s. Really dated. This music's supposed to be from a video game, but I don't know what game it's from. Let's skip that one. I don't think I know this one either. I know, right? Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't get this one either. What's funny is it analyzed what you just typed as a possible guess, and you're 2.8% correct. So way off. Yeah, the answer was more bang for your buck. I know the phrase. I didn't know that's where it came from. Cool. Okay. This man is an irrelevant but convenient object to an attack in an argument. Oh. This man is an irrelevant but convenient object to attack in an argument. That extra A shouldn't be there. This is used in politics. It's often paired with the word argument. But honestly, I don't expect either of you guys to know this one. I probably wouldn't have got this one if I didn't have the answer in front of me. And I added in the date, the air date that the question came from, as well as the question number, but it's really hard to see the question number. Wow. It's a similarity of 0%. So yeah, not even close, unfortunately. Get that disapproving Alex Trebek. No. This is one of the harder questions, though. It's for 800 points, so. Straw man, as in straw man argument. I'm not even sure you would know what that means. Okay. Long ago, this was as good as an L. Now it's as good as a mile. I have the answer in front of me here, and I don't know what it means. From 1997. I have a feeling the questions were harder back then, but I could be wrong. I don't know. That's what I'm completely lost on. That was supposed to show an emoji. A miss is as good as a mile. I don't know that one. Oh, you know what it is? I think my Twitch Prime subscription to Andy ran out, and that thing I tried to do was from his channel. Okay. Holidays and observances. This might be easier. On March 3rd, Girls' Day in Japan, girls set up elaborate displays of these toys in their homes. Hey, you got that one. It doesn't show it right. I need to fix that. But hey, good one. You got credit for it, though. Nice. Originally, Veterans Day was known as Armistice Day to commemorate the end of this. This is one I feel like if you get part of it right, it's going to count it correct. But the important part, if you get the most important part wrong, it's still going to count it as correct. Which would be kind of weird. But that's just how it goes. That's weird. I'm not sure if you even put that in, if it would have counted it. Oh, these questions are terrible. I got a bunch of really good ones earlier today when I was testing this, but then playing around now, it's terrible. And I could reset the game right now and it would give us a bunch of easy questions. There's no telling one day to the next. Arms race, Christmas tree. It was World War One. See, if you would have put World War II, it would have counted it correct because it would have been close enough of a match for it to be able to get it. So that's kind of funny. We're halfway through. This is question 11. Okay. Varying with the local climate, the date of this tree planting day ranges from November to May. You got the Christmas tree bouncing around. That would have been the answer to this question, not the last one. And I'll go ahead and tell you, emojis are not going to be in the answer. I wonder if there are some Jeopardy questions with that. Yeah, so you got it right. However, because it's not, it only works with. So Jess came in and stole the answer from you. Because it's not calibrated to work with the Facebook chat. It guessed using your name and all kinds of other crap as well as the words. So it was like a 42% match, whereas when Jess typed it, it counted it as a 100% match. So I need to, now that I know that Facebook chat is even comes up in the log here, that lets me know that, hey, I could actually make it work with Facebook as well as YouTube. Anyway, so buying gold jewelry ensures good fortune on Akashaya Tritiya, a special day of this religion. And I butchered that pronunciation. Absolutely butchered it. What's cool, though, is that knowing how this shakes out, I might actually even be able to give the... Once again, you got it right. It is Hinduism. So I would have given you the points if I could manually do it. That's something I need to possibly look into as well. Manually give them points. But I don't even have a way to pause right now. That's not a possibility. But yeah, I'm looking in the log here. It actually shows. There you go. It shows where it's coming from. It's showing that it's coming from Facebook. It's showing who on Facebook said it. So all I have to do is pull that information out and do that. What's funny is it didn't even give, well, it gave just the points for it, but on the screen it cut off her name at the bottom. So that's funny. Cool. On to nature. A lack of this green pigment is one thing that separates fungi from other plants. Excuse me. Oh, I realized something else too. I need to take my name out of this. The bot that just came up. That's that. Like the stream. Why not send a coffee or beer my way? That actually counts as a guess from me because it's my bot doing it. That's interesting. This is something that I probably would have got. I bet Willow could have got this one. That happens a lot. Like when you're watching it, you're like, oh, what is, crap, I can't remember. And then it's like, December. Like, that's the word I was looking for. December. Why couldn't I remember it? Oh, this is an old question too, from '96. Chlorophyll. See, you knew it, didn't you? Yeah, I know you did. Because I did. I should probably lower the amount of time it takes to go from one question to the next. Okay, the world's largest flower, the Rafflesia, which I butchered, which has no stems or leaves, is this type of plant that lives off a host. I guess these are all going to be plant questions, huh? Yep. Dang it. I don't like that it's bringing it up like that on the side. Oops, that shouldn't be there like that. There we go. Okay. A succulent can be any plant with fleshy, thick tissues adapted to store this. Whoops, that's not supposed to be showing like that. Oh yeah, there's definite lag. Yeah, so you got that one too. Sorry, I'm making some changes on the back end here, and it's there we go. That should hopefully fit on the screen a little better now. Do the same thing for the question. The name of these brightly colored salamanders may remind you of a certain house speaker. It's from 1998. Kind of a topical question. Okay, I shrunk things down a little bit, so hopefully they fit on the screen a little better. Hopefully it's still... Is it still easy, pretty easy to read the questions? This is the part I really need to touch up, is how big things are on the screen, because they look fine on my screen, but then on the stream they look a little different. This one I don't expect any of you all to get. Newts. Type of salamander? Come on, you should have known that. Okay. This green fruit's juice, which has a high level of citric acid, was used by the British Navy to prevent scurvy. The question aired in 1999, but the question really goes back to like the 1600s, 1700s. Talking about scurvy. Yep. I don't know how I'm gonna test this for like development. Like I have to do some stuff to figure this out, but yeah, I'll be able to add in the ability for people on Facebook to play. Are they doing stuff upstairs? Or is that in the house here? Yeah, see, limes was the correct answer. Species of these include the mouse-eared, disc-winged, and fruit. Oh, man. Yeah, see, I'll show you your answers or your guesses. Whenever you type something in, Amber, it comes across like this. So I have to do something to filter out the word Facebook and then grab your name out of it and then store that and then look at your guess, and if it's right, and compare it to the actual correct answer, and if it's right, then add your name to the leaderboard and award you those points. So yeah, see, once again, you can see, I'll show you. This is what, oh, you want out? Okay. I'll show you what it looks like on my side here. That's what my log looks like. Okay. The cat wanted out of the bedroom. I wonder if that was what I was hearing. I wonder if he was doing that thing where the cats go under the door trying to open it. That'd be funny. Like, dude, let me out. Oh, and that was the last question. So it'll come up with, excuse me, with the winner being Jess. Wait. That's weird. Okay. The red-gilled nudibranch is a snail that, unlike the periwinkle or limpet, lacks one of these. That's weird. It's almost like the questions were out of order, but they shouldn't have been. I don't know what would cause that. Because they should be in the same order. Whoops, I covered up the screen so it wasn't updating. There we go. That's interesting. Good to know. I wonder if it'll tell me that this is the last question. Oh, that must have been what that noise was. That's weird. This is the second time it's gone 20 to 20. Question 20 of 20. How? Frostbite, it's not that cold out. It doesn't get that cold here. Okay. Species of these include the mouse-eared, discwing, and fruit. Oh, that's... It repeated a question. I don't have it checking to make sure that a question doesn't exist already. Yep. Nice. Cool. So, okay. So that was weird. It actually... let's see. I can bring this up and it should... But here, let me see. Dock it over here on the left. It's really hard to read. It's really small. Let me put it on the other side. So this is the last one, the last question. And we can see it said it was question 20 of 20. It was bats was the answer. But see up here, nice. This also said question 20 of 20. And let's see, limes before it was 17, so 16, 17, 20, 19, 20. So it added the same question twice. Interesting. And it was, okay, well, all right, let me put this back over here, and I'm going to test if I can do another, if I can start another game directly from here, because I just added this ability to do it today. We'll change it up. We'll make this one a shorter one, and it'll be 10 questions. So it should be two, let's see, there's 5 categories. So it should be 2 questions per category, right? Religion, okay. Old traditions of the Jewish holiday Lag Ba Omer include bonfires and 3-year-old boys getting this cut for the first time. And no, it's not what you think. I'm suddenly flashing to Robin Hood Men in Tights with the rabbi going around. That's funny. icon that you bounced around just a minute ago, the little trophy, it's, hey, you got it. Here. Nice job. Hey, and look at that, the leaderboard reset. I didn't have to do anything. Cool. So I'm gonna write down, I'll write down some notes for what I need to fix here. Cool. All right, members of this ancient Celtic order served as judges as well as priests. Oh, come on, you got this one, babe. You should know this one better than anyone. I just now got an email telling me to stream WWE Fastlane on Peacock, the pay-per-view that was this past Sunday. This is also a class in D&D. Yep. Perfect. You got it. Cape Verde, an island country in this ocean, is about 400 miles from Dakar, Senegal. Oh, you just have to name an ocean. I don't think I would have guessed this ocean for this answer, but interesting. Nope, not the Pacific. This really tests out how long of a lag there is between the time that you submit your question, you type your question, or you type your answer and you submit it, and it comes to me. Which is why I put like 3 minutes on the clock to answer, or 2 minutes, however long it is. I think it's 2 minutes. Yep, you got it, Atlantic. Good job. Okay. Almost all Bedouins in the Middle East speak this language. I don't know how to say that, and I probably butchered it. I feel like in 1996, people might not have known this answer, but after after we got involved in the Middle East. Everyone knows this answer now. Yep, exactly. Arabic. And I have like a 30-second delay between the time that the answer is shown before the next question comes along. That way there's enough chance for people to chat or say like, oh man, I should have known that, or something along those lines. Something. All right, new category, colleges and universities. This is from 1997. This country had no university until 1986 when Sultan Qaboos University opened in the Muscat area. This playlist is trying to put me to sleep, isn't it? I mean, I was already tired to start with. Why you gotta do me like that? It wasn't Pakistan. It's a good guess, though. To be honest, I'll be surprised if you get this one. Oops. Oman. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have gotten that one myself. If I get a weird audio feedback. Okay. I'm bringing up YouTube to chat as a test here. Does that even show up in my chat? It does. Okay. Okay. Truman State University is located in this state. Oh, excuse me. I should have muted my mic before I did that. It's a good guess. Not the right one, but a good guess. The answer, Missouri. Or misery. However you want to say it. What is that little thing? Stinky glitch. Excuse me. That's hilarious. Food and drink. This type of butter has had water and milk solids removed and is easier to understand. We watch enough Alton Brown and others to know this one well. Or it could just be that I'm the one paying attention, so I know the answer to this, but maybe you didn't. Kind of does look like SpongeBob on fire, doesn't it? There's some really funny looking emotes that I'd like to be able to integrate that I don't get on here. Yep, clarified butter, exactly. Here's Willow's favorite. Dang it, there's some animated ones, but I don't see them anywhere. Oh, I'm missing the next one. Seafood, seen here. It gets tough if you overcook it. Okay, there's some of the seen here or heard here without the context. I don't know how to filter those out. But it's a type of seafood that gets tough if you overcook it. Because we don't do much seafood. I don't expect you to know this one. I think scallops do too. Let's put it this way. That would have been probably what I guessed over what the actual answer is. What's really weird is that it's actually the emoji I just did. Which is funny. I wonder why it didn't count the emoji correct. Because the answer is in there. It's just because of all the emojis, the whole thing didn't fit, didn't match. Not octopus. Squid, yep. That's really funny. Huh. That'd be really funny to be able to answer with an emoji. Actually, you could have answered with an emoji if you had typed squid1 with a capital S. It would have spit out one part of the squid and it would have counted it as a correct answer. Common bonds. Oh, artesian, Herbert George, Indian. This is one word that all of these have in common. So if you think like Indian, what goes with that? Ocean. Does Herbert George Ocean fit? Artesian ocean? No, that doesn't fit. But it's another word that fits all three of them. And I don't know why this is the correct answer, the one that it is. So I don't know. I'm more tired than I thought I was. And you know, Jeopardy is just so exciting. Now the hard part, I programmed this. How do you make it entertaining to watch? Especially if you don't know the answers, like we tend to do a lot here. Wonder if that's the cat wanting back in the room. I kicked him out. Did you Google that? You're cheating, aren't you? And if you didn't Google that, how did you know that? Like, what's the connection and what does it mean? Because I don't understand that connection. Explain. If you don't explain, then I'm going to assume you cheated. That's kind of one downside to having this is the ability to cheat. All right, common bonds, door, Nobel, and booby. This one, I could actually see me guessing the wrong answer to this and then seeing the right answer going like, oh, duh. Oh. What is Indian wells and artesian wells? I don't know that one. Or those two. I don't think I've heard those before. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you for explaining. Who's H.G. Wells? I don't know that one. That'd be a definite facepalm moment. Like, some of my favorite stories are H.G. Wells, especially The Time Machine. Holy crap. Classic right there. Gotcha. Okay. This one, the answer was prizes. Door prize, Nobel prize, booby prize? Wait. Prize? Boob. That doesn't make sense to me. And my alarm is going off on my phone. It's 8 o'clock, huh? Okay. There we go. These were hard tonight. Very hard. So I thought about doing this in a way where I could actually participate and compete as well by trying to put in the answers. But the problem there is that I have an advantage because there's no delay in when I type something in and it shows up. Well, there's a slight delay, but For you, there's a delay for the time it takes, you know, the stream to show the question and for me to read it out loud. The time that you see that it may be, you know, 15, 30 seconds or something like that since that happened. And then you type in and it may take 15 to 30 seconds for it to come back to me before it even updates and shows on the screen. So that's part of the reason the time is set so high. But I now have some extra things that I can do here. I need to tell it to ignore things that I type while the game is running, because so for every let's see, I can't show it right. Let me try this. This might be hard to see. I wonder if I can bump it up. I can stretch it. For some reason, when I went live on YouTube, it kept the same name as my last stream, which was Zelda, but fast, instead of the right one. So yeah, you can see here in the log, it actually, you can't see my cursor at all. Cool. But it shows in the log where is it? Yeah, it shows all the messages that came in. That's actually something I can toggle and turn off. But then, like, let's see if I scroll up. Yeah, you can see, like, from here. Actually, it does show my cursor. Right there, that's my message of me testing, and then here it actually shows this is it calculating to see how close I am to the actual correct score. So there's the how similar those are, that number there. So it's 6.45% close. The actual answer to the question was Missouri. You can see that up here. It translates that or changes that to be lowercase, and if there was anything else there, it takes that off. And then the guess is whatever I typed. But because I'm not aware, I wasn't aware that you could do this, I can now test that. Now the thing is that if I type something, it's going to be different coming from like one of these other streaming locations. But down here, for example, where was that? I typed something. Yeah, see, I typed something here, and it counted that as a guess on the next line. But it should ignore that because it's coming from me, and it shouldn't count me as a guess, or anything I type as a guess. It should only count what someone types in the chat as a guess. And then that last message that just showed up on chat. Like the stream, why not do that? Let's see, there was one of those right here. So yeah, it's as if I typed it. So it will ignore that because it's it's checking that against Missouri to see if that's correct. And it should ignore it. It shouldn't even be trying to do it. So but yeah, I can now integrate Facebook and YouTube so that Amber, you will be able to actually type your guess and it will show up and will count, and all I have to do is pull out Let's see, it was up further here. Was the last time that you typed something? Yeah, see up here. So I just need to pull out this part of it as the guess and this part as your username. That should be fairly simple, I think. There's no spaces or anything, so cool. Awesome. So I have some things to go off of to improve it. So this is a good bit of testing here. So awesome. Get rid of the server log because we don't need that on the screen anymore. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, that was a nice little test. I like that we only had a couple of us here testing, because that gives me something to go off of instead of like hundreds of potential chat messages and stuff. But the other thing I need to do is figure out how to do like how to display my programming screen, because the real problem I'm having right now is that if I cover the window, it doesn't actually do anything. Let's do window capture, and we'll say VS Code. Okay. Capture the cursor and the client area. There we go. So let me bring this down so I could actually work on this on stream if I wanted to, and then I could hide the code and it would just be game screen. And bring it back up. This I'll have to increase the size so everyone can actually see it. Cool. Yeah, one of the problems I was having was like showing the whole showing my desktop, because I'm using a laptop. It doesn't want to capture my desktop, so I have to tell it individual programs to capture, but in this case it captures it perfectly fine. So yeah, and then I can bring this in and out, and then I could kill the server this way. And start it in here. Oops, I didn't mean start dev, I meant run dev. Like that. Well, hey, it still updates in the background. Even with that. Let me see if I have my programming code over top of it. Does it still work? Oh, hey, yeah, it still comes up. Cool. So one of the things I want to change first off is the question should be 2 instead of 3, because that was pretty big. And if I save, it doesn't. Oh, if I save the index.js, it'll refresh. But since I saved something like that, it won't. Let's see, the air date. I'm going to keep that the same. Oh, it was the answer. Answer. I'm going to take that down to 2.5, make it 2. And then on the client, doing a couple of things in here that I shouldn't be doing, like this. We'll take out the extra spaces at the bottom. Like that. Oh, I realize I'm not even... I wasn't showing my screen right. Sorry about that. I was on the programming side of things. I wasn't doing it right. Okay, let's test that now. I'll start it over again. All right. Okay, yeah, so things should fit on the screen a little better. The Old Testament. Job tells us that the behemoth, quote, eateth grass as an ox, and, quote, moveth his tail like one of these Lebanese trees. This is one of those that the answer is formatted funky, coming from the service I'm getting the questions from. So even if you put the right tree, it's cedar is the answer. But the problem is that if you type in cedar, it's probably not going to say that's correct. Which is really, really stupid. Because it should. But it's difficult to know exactly what to expect from the other side. Okay. So I went ahead and fixed the font sizes. I can mark that off my list. See the duplicate questions. I'm probably gonna have to fix that. I'm probably gonna have to do questions and randomized questions. I don't know. What do you think? Let's leave that up to the. Yeah, see, the answer was cedar of Lebanon. So if you just typed in cedar, it probably wouldn't have counted as a correct answer. But so let me ask you, when you have a lot of questions, right now it's adding them as each question gets its, each category. It does each category one at a time. So it shows you, like in this case, potpourri is the category. If there are enough questions to fit, let's say, 3 in each category, potpourri will have 3 questions. So should it be all 3 questions back to back? Or should it be, mixed up to where, the first question might be a potpourri question, and then the last question will be a potpourri question, and then one in the middle will be as well. Let's see what this one is. These accessories got longer throughout the Victorian age and reached the elbow by the 1880s. A lot of people wore these in Victorian times. People still wear them, but not as much. Mix up the questions. Okay. Yeah, I tend to agree. That's only when you have, like when I did earlier, I did 20 questions. That splits it up into 3 questions per category. 4 questions per category. So yeah, you'd get all four questions, or you get all 4 of one category at once, back to back. So that's kind of how they do it on the show, but I mean, I'm not trying to emulate the show. This is kind of its own thing, and I'm kind of thinking that finding another gloves was the answer. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have gotten that one if I didn't have the answer in front of me. But yeah, having the questions be Jeopardy questions is interesting, but I'd like to look into the ability to get, like, say, pub quiz questions. Maybe even writing your own. Little Jack Horner put his thumb in a Christmas pie and pulled out this fruit. I just realized why he refers to him as Little Alex Horn on Taskmaster. Because Little Jack Horner and Little Alex Horn, that's kind of funny. Slightly clever. Okay. This will be the last game, by the way. I'm going to call it a night after this one. Think of a fruit that would fit on a person's thumb. It rhymes with thumb. That was too easy of a hint. Now it comes down to, will you get this hint before time runs out and be able to answer before the time is up? That's the $1 million question. I don't think you will. You won't make it in time. Especially 5 seconds. Ooh, nice. Oh man. That was an unintended side effect there. That doesn't make any sense if I did that. Good job getting in under the wire. This strait connects the Sea of Marmara with the Black Sea. I kind of hope that my microphone is picking up the cat. He sounds so weird right now. Oh shoot. It was sorry, it shouldn't have reset, but it did. It was the Bosporus. I don't fully understand that, but you got 600 points. We'll call it there. I realize that I'm doing something else weird in my code that's causing that to. I took out this break, this line break here, and I shouldn't have. But I don't know why. So that's the scale. So it's show answer. But I'm adding in your username. Let me do a search for buy. Shoot, I got a bunch of buys in here. There we go. So I'm adding this. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I call this function show answer. And then when I get back from it, I then add that to it. I don't like the way I'm doing this. Let me. Okay. All right, I'm gonna call it there, because I was just gonna host the game and test it. I wasn't gonna do any development on it tonight. I will save that for another day. Yeah, because I will get right into programming, which I don't really want to do tonight because I spent most of the day today staring at code. So I'm gonna call it there. It was a fun stream. Amber, if you're still here, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking it out. Jess, thank you for playing. And Amber, thanks for helping me test. So yeah, I'll try to do this again sometime soon with some improvements, and we'll try again. Maybe next time Facebook and YouTube chat will be fully integrated, and it will work with that. So anyway, I'm signing off. So thanks for coming by and checking us out.